Hello, this is Lastrates. I'm from Germany and I learned English by playing games. That was true for a while. I still kind of do. Anyway, if there's still somebody listening, then welcome. We're gonna play soon the game Blood, Omen, Legacy of Kain. I have to say it slowly because I also play Blood, Fresh Supply, and I wanna say always that. Anyway, so we're gonna play the game Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain. We have a nice overlay I created especially for this playthrough, and we wanna finish this game. Actually, I did not intend, or I was thinking, I did not want it to make start a new Let's Play series, but since this game came out on GOG recently, it was a big surprise actually to me. I was looking forward to, hoping it will, I was hoping that it will come on GOG at some point, and well, it did. So there is no question about it if I do a Let's Play on this. This is one of my favorite games ever, and that's the reason I would like to play through that game. I do not expect that, well, speaking of the past, every time when I care a lot about a game, no one is watching that. That's what it is. I expect the same here happening too, but it will be okay, because the good thing is that it's an easy game to record. At least I do remember that. I also played it a little bit when it came out of GOG. I bought it, I played a little bit, and then I decided to make a Let's Play. And well, the gameplay seems to be okay, not too hard or something, but I do not remember the end very well. Also, I'm not good at storytelling, so if you wanna, I do not remember story very well when it comes to games. I don't know why, it's just hard. I love the gameplay a lot, actually. I love how it looks, I love how it sounds, I love that I'm Kain, somebody who becomes a vampire, that I know, and then I'm gonna kill some people, so that's good enough for me, and that is sufficient to know that, to me, to enjoy the game. If you, however, wanna tell me more backstory and stuff, then I'm always gonna read the comments. I have a section where I read out the comments loud, and if it's something of value for the game, then I'm also gonna mention this in the next part. Well, if I can do it, I also wanna try to record whenever I feel like, so I'm not gonna wait for the comments. I'm gonna record whenever I want to. That's just more relaxing to me. This time I also I keep saying that, but I wanna take it very easy. That's why I'm taking my time right now. Usually I hurry up, and I try to do stuff very well, and so I just want to take it easy. I do not want to do it well. I will try to be a little bit entertaining, but at the same time, if I feel the need of not saying anything, I will just shut up and play the game, although usually I always have to say something. Anyway, so you already know what you get. Yeah, did I forget something? Probably, I always forget something to mention. Yeah, I think we are ready. We can start the game now. I'm playing with the controller. You know what? Let me prepare everything. I'm gonna pause the recording here, and then we're gonna see us in the game. Yay. Okay guys, started the game. We're almost ready. One thing you should also know is that I'm talking not just about the game, I talk about almost everything which crosses my mind. So the focus is, well, it's a mixture between game and me, but that's something you should know. Also, I have a new intro which I would like to use, but it doesn't really fit well into the game. However, it's, it was a lot of work. I like it a lot, and so we're gonna use it before we actually start. One thing I have to do, the game for some reason, again, this is the GOG version. Would you guys to see the options? I mean, that's actually about it. So you can change Should I talk about this? Probably I should. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, the volume problem I have a little bit. So every time when I set the volume to a certain value, I have to do it every time when I start the game. The game doesn't seem to remember that well. Or maybe there will be a patch which fixes that. Right now it's, well, kind of annoying, but it's okay. Also, I'm using an Xbox controller. You know, this is the GOG PC version. I'm using an Xbox controller. If it is a wireless controller, it's the same problem like with the Metal Gear. You need to start the controller first before you start the game, otherwise the game will not recognize the controller. Anyway, I did this, and here we have another problem. If I want to change those settings with my controller, then I cannot do that. You can see what happens here. It's a minor issue, nothing really game breaking. You can still use the mouse and set the sound to, you know, whatever, to this position. We have some credits. Controls, yeah, we can change the controls also from the of the controller, but I don't wanna change anything. I'm very happy with the setup. I hope this is still the same thing. I cleared my save folder so that we have a new nice little start. I think it should be empty. Let's check this out quickly. Ah yeah, I cannot even click on that, right? Yeah, okay, so that looks good. So we have an empty game, we have a world map. We can look around with the mouse or with the controller too. Yeah, we can look around with the controller too. So that's very nice. Here we have the, what's the English word for that? The soil and, what's the thing again? I forgot the word. You may can tell me that. I know it, but right now, sometimes the words are gone. They're gone. Never coming back. No, they do come back 5 hours later. Suddenly I scream it out loud in the grocery store. Anyway, controls, slot game, status. What is status? Ah yeah, you're getting, that's kind of interesting for the people who actually care about statistics. I do not. I really do not. Well, kind of I do, I guess. A little bit, but I'm not happy about statistics. Yeah guys, we're actually ready. I would like just to yeah, to start the intro. Let's use the new intro. Let me just prepare it. Ta-da! Okay, hold on guys. It's not perfect yet. Okay, so this is how we play. I also have created an own filter. We can use that or not. I think we're not gonna use that. I think I'm doing a lot with the overlay already. And the filter was just, you know, something I play around with those stuff. I just love playing around with open broadcast software and creating overlays in Blender or GIMP, Photoshop. It's just kind of my thing. And but I think we are good without filter. The good thing is, this is the very first time, I believe so at least, that I play the game, and I see it on the screen where I play the game. It's the same how you're looking at the screen. So I also see the overlay. It has an advantage. Means if the overlay is hiding some gameplay information, I will realize that because it you know, I'm seeing the same thing. So that's a good thing, I guess. Yeah, the new intro doesn't really fit well into games like this, but that's the reason I played it before we start a new game. We're gonna watch the movie of the game, and then we're gonna just play it. Good, you know, didn't want to talk so much, but at the same time want to take it easy. So that's whatever. Let's get started. Wait, I have to click on my game actually. Oh.
There is a magical operation of maximum importance. The initiation of a new aeon. When it becomes necessary to utter a word, the whole planet must be bathed in blood.
Call your dogs! They can feast on your corpses!
Oh, this is yeah.
You are hereby damned. The pleasures of the flesh are no longer yours. You have but one purpose, damned warrior. You will serve us for eternity.
Oh, I thought I started the game actually. I didn't. I was laughing about when the vampire master, you know, just knocked out the other guy. That was kind of not the vampire attack, I thought. This is, you know. Anyway, let's get started.
There is a magical operation.
Yeah.
The tavern's closing. Best be on your way, stranger.
What? No mug of ale for a weary traveller from distant Corhagen? I can reward you well, for I am of noble blood.
I stay open for no man in these dark times. Things come with the night that no sane man would welcome.
And so I left, cold of heart and soul, forced to the road and the long, bitter night.
So I think what happened was that I was talking, being in the main menu, and then the cutscene just started, and I thought I started the game, and then I realized I did not start a game. Then I started the game, and the same cutscene was presented to us. So I didn't skip anything important, I believe, but I think you know that. So about the story, I have no idea what's going on. Really, I have no idea. I know that we are Kain and we are becoming a vampire. What we are doing here, I do not know. If you wanna share your knowledge, again, feel free to do so, and if possible I will read that. So those guys try to kill us. We can try to kill as many as we can. That's always, I always try that when I played this game back then. I don't think we're gonna make the... Oh, I killed... Oh yeah, I killed them. Now look at me. This is what I always tried to do when I played this game when I was young. I think I was between 12 and 14 years old. That was the age when I had my PS1. And boy, did I love this game. And this scene here, I remember always. This is such a great start. And you're facing some opponents. And you can actually kill them. You can survive, I believe, if you do it really well. I don't know how many you could kill. a lot of those, you know, guys. So just a great start, but eventually we are not gonna make it, I believe. Eventually we are... There is a way you can actually avoid those attacks. So here, next one here. I'm gonna get you all. So, yeah, there's one little problem. I'm using a wireless Xbox controller. And... next cutscene. So shut up. Because the cutscenes are very good.
Victus, suffering to the conquered. Ironic that now I was the one suffering. Not anything as pedestrian as physical pain, rather the cruel jab of impotent anger. The hunger for revenge. I didn't care if I was in heaven or hell. All I wanted was to kill my assassins. Sometimes you get what you wish for. The necromancer Mortanius offered me a chance for vengeance, and like a fool, I jumped at his offer without considering the cost. Nothing is free, not even revenge.
You will have the blood you hunger for.
I awoke to the pain of a new existence, in a dank womb of darkness and decay.
I also like the idea of how we become a vampire. Usually in the vampire stories it's like an older vampire, you know, bites you and turns you into another vampire. But here in this case a necromancer did the job, and so we can, I believe, revenge, you know, a death, I believe. Revenge a death. Keep in mind, you know, I'm still a little bit of an English learner. A little bit. Not doing much learning anymore, but I did a lot. A lot, and I think I live in Germany. From where I am right now, it's hard to improve without being, just saying that's my excuse, being in Japan. What? Yeah. So let's get this thing here.
The sanctuary spell enables me to travel to my crypt, where the soil of my grave provides me respite. I often resort to this when I am weak and need nourishment.
So we can always travel back to this place here. This is now our home. So this is kind of an open world game in a weird way. I would say that this is how I would describe that. So this is a magic spell we can always use, activated somehow. We have, yeah, here our first magic ability. If you want, we can always travel back. Could we use that already? Shall we try that? Let's give it a try. Do you wish to seek sanctuary in Kain's mausoleum? I never read this, I believe. Yes, I do seek that. Here's a little bit of a controller issue. If you use controller, well, I believe the light up, the thing what is lighter is what we are activating. So it's sometimes a little bit hard to tell if you pressing on no or on yes, especially if you want to save, but you can always use the mouse if you're not sure. For saving purposes, you see then the sword symbol. To me, it's helpful. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Never did this. I probably did this on the PlayStation, but so we did this. So we are back here, home. No, we are not back. What the heck did I just do? No, this is our home. This is our home. Confused already. Good job, Lucas. You did it. Our first opponent. Let's kill him. Let's do that. Ah, man. Yeah, one problem we have, I'm using the wireless Xbox controller, and it's an old one, and sometimes the connection breaks to my PC, so the Xbox controller turns off for a second, and if that happens, the game will not recognize when I turn the controller back on again. It's the same thing like it happened in Metal Gear 2. So, meaning if I lose the connection, I have to use the keyboard and mouse, and I do not know the keys for that. So that's kind of a problem. I have to restart the game basically in order to use the controller again. Next spell.
Reputed to have been ripped from the chest of the greatest vampire to have ever existed, Janos Audron, the heart of darkness restores vampiric unlife. Life is precious, Janos discovered, as it was torn, throbbing and bleeding from his own body.
Janos the Ordinary. Janos Odin. There must be a... my theory was just... I thought maybe because we were created by a necromancer, maybe we are the very first vampire ever, but he just said, no, there's a greater vampire. How does he know? I do not know, but he knows it. Kain knows that. And this heart, which we just picked up, is somewhere here. This is one of the abilities. When we use them, they're gonna be gone. We can either use that to refill our health bar, which is represented in the right hand corner, down below in the right hand corner, in this little filiole, you know, the blood thing here. So we can refill that if we need that. However, we should not really do that because we can also use this ability in order when we die. So if somebody kills us, we can then use those hearts to just, you know, continue the game if you want. So we shouldn't misuse that. We should not do that. Never misuse that. Okay, let's continue. Where are we right now? Yeah, here we have some... Careful language, Lucas. Careful, careful. Be politically correct. How do we refer to those guys? Well, people in... struggling people. So, and we can use them we can drink of those people and getting some health back, and when they die, they will become ghosts. So next time, let's say we're gonna kill her and drinking her blood, but right now we are full, so that's kind of a waste. Maybe we can use that.
This ancient vial bears with it a dark gift indeed, for with it my life force is increased.
Yeah, this just increased our life energy, so we have now more life. But we also full on life, so if we bite her and we drink her blood, she will die. We get some health, and next time when we come into this room, she will be a ghost. And if we drink her blood, then we're getting some magic power and some mana if you want, which is also useful. I'm leaving her for now because there will be a time we're coming back and we will need some blood to refill. So I'm gonna use that knowledge as an advantage. So I'm kind of cheating the game, but you know, I played this game when I was young, so let me do that. And here we have some mana. You see on the right side, pay attention to the right side, we're gonna get now some mana.
These ancient symbols of power contain raw magical energy that increases my own capacity to summon energy for the spawning of spells.
Yeah, you summarized it better actually. So listen to Kain, don't listen to me, he knows exactly what's going on. I think the knowledge comes with becoming a vampire. What is that again? These are some mana balls if you want. So we have actually we just increased the amount of mana we can carry, and those blue balls, those are the actually mana. Actual mana, I believe so. Okay, I would say we're gonna save the game because we did already a lot.
Within the walls of these chambers I could find respite. And if I so chose, resume my journey when my weariness abated.
Thank you, Kain. Very nice of you. Here we have the problem. Sometimes I did not know. Did I select it? No. Did I select it? Yes. With the controller. So in this case, always better to use the mouse. Yeah, we say a new save file, and we say, what do we say? Did I save the game? Let's try this again. Did I save the game? Saving it, yes. We have to click in this field, I believe. Yeah, now okay. Now we saved 4 days already. We slept a lot, huh? Anyway, so this is the way you do this with the mouse. With the controller, you just, you know, select some empty fields, and then I think you have to press the action button, whatever you set up for that. And I always getting crazy on this. I always check, did I really save that? I don't know if you're having a similar problem, but I want to make triple sure that I saved the game. Because this is kind of a weird thing, how the game is, you know, it doesn't feel like you really made a save file. So you want to be sure on that. At least I want to be sure on that, but I'm also a little bit of a crazy person. I think everybody is very crazy, but I'm in this confusing way crazy. The obvious crazy. You know. Anyway, let's continue. Kain, we have to revenge your dad. Your dad. Your dad.
When rainfall comes, vampires are wise to find shelter from its acidic touch.
Yeah, so right now I think we're getting hurt slowly by the rain, but on a very slow rate. So it's not good for us, but we can take it for a while. I would say we're gonna kill this guy, and we're gonna drink his blood. So, yeah, some slaves, that's actually the right word I was thinking is the right word. Some slaves who are, I believe so at least, you can correct me on that, who are trapped on the walls. When we kill them, they will become ghosts next time. But those people who are outside, I believe, they will never become ghosts. So we can always feed on those guys. So means if we need mana, we need to drink ghosts. If we need health, we need to drink those guys here. And I have to say, drinking from people is extremely satisfying. The sound is great. I think, I'm not so sure about, you know, speaking of the sound. No, it is fine, it's just a little bit loud in my head. In my head. Is it loud? Can I decrease the volume for me? Ah, yeah, you can see it a little bit. Pay attention to the upper left hand corner, you can see I'm decreasing the sound while you The overlay is not perfect. Perfect. Perfect is the German word, very close to the English. Die, skeleton. And you know, the next thing I love about that game is, you know, you're gonna kill skeletons first. One of the best opponents in the world. Maybe that's the reason I like to kill skeletons, because this is the game showed me how satisfying that can be. Thank you very much for your blood. I'm gonna leave you for later. Also, this game, you know, you come to realize that it's, you know, it's scripted. Those opponents are following certain scripts, so you can avoid a lot of fighting if you want. But we're gonna... No, I killed you. What have I done? I didn't want to drink you. Ah yeah, if you wanna... This is maybe something I should mention. I shouldn't. I'm just mentioning it because I really believe so. If you are watching that, you know the game already. So everything I tell you, for you probably, yes, I know that. Right? You say that, right? Yeah, I know that. Keep playing the game. But let's just imagine somebody, some nostalgic hipster is watching that, like a young one. Then he doesn't know that. So if in order to drink, to feed from people, we have to first hurt them very well until they start to, what is this kind of a progress? Wobbling around, and then we can drink them. But if we hit them accidentally again, they will just die and we'll miss out on feeding on those opponents. So yeah, that's something you should know. Then we have some little riddles. They are actually, I like them. They're not, you know, too tough. I'm not a huge riddle fan, especially if something is not really logical. It makes me just crazy. So I do not like riddles. They have to be very logical, otherwise I think if riddles would always be logical, I would be okay with it, but sometimes they aren't, and then I think, come on, you just wasted my time. Or maybe I just suck in riddles, can be true too. Probably that's the case. Anyway, let's solve this riddle here. No, I cannot do it. Probably takes I did it somehow. This is the kind of riddle I like. It's made for me. So those are... what's the name? Undertaker? Like the wrestling guy? I think so. Another spell. Those things are...
These curious devices hurl bolts of whirling energy and eviscerate my human enemies by stripping ragged flesh from blood-stained bone.
Kain. You are a good Let's Player. Very well. So, let's continue. I'm gonna kill you. You know, this game I really... Right now, you know, when I record a Let's Play, I talk and this takes away a lot of atmosphere, but this game is extremely atmospheric. It's super nice to play this game. So when it came out on GOG, the first thing I did, I was playing the game, obviously, for sure. And then I added the game to my Steam library. You can do that. Steam library, add a game, say add a game, non-Steam game. The reason for that is you can stream the gameplay from your Steam account on your Android tablet. And so I played it on the bed on my tablet a little bit. With a little bit of a lag, so it's not really nice, but... yeah, and it worked. It's just a nice game. Usually when you buy old games, to me it happens often that I'm not really playing them, but this game I play, and that means a lot actually. It means a lot. This is a game I was so happy it came out, and I'm so happy to be able to really play that, and that's cool. So, I don't know what, when I see those dots here, I believe at some point we can move them. I believe we're gonna get stronger, so I should keep that in mind. Maybe coming back and moving them around. Open chests, loot boxes. The time where the loot boxes were completely fine. You open the chest and you got what you get. Not like nowadays when you get shit. You open a loot box and you're getting shit. Why do you open a loot box? Don't spend money on those games, guys. Do not spend money on those games. Don't do it. Don't. Never. So sad. Makes me so sad and angry. Modern games. Hate those stuff. But I also hate the fact that people spending money on that. If you're old enough to realize what you're doing, don't do it. If you're young and you do not know better, I understand that. But if you know what's going on with the gaming industry and you pay for microtransactions, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Anyway, so this is not a good thing. You should, if you have a Let's Play channel. It's not really happening, I guess, when you say that. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Saving the game here to this one. You know, let's check. Day 5. Okay, let's overwrite this one too. Just double saved. And we're gonna continue. I think Gabriel, in case you are watching, I read your comment already. I haven't responded. I always wait until, you know, give some time to when I respond immediately. And somebody is adding the text, then my heart disappears. So I have to wait until people are fine with the comment and then I react. But I've seen you writing that you're playing also the game. And that's great. I mean, it's a super good game. It's a super good game. I was so happy. I actually wanted to start this game and saying how happy I am, how excited I am, and I was excited, but I cannot fake it. I got already used to that I can't play the game. but it made me very happy when I saw that. My first reaction was, saw it, I bought it, and I started a game, just wanted to see if it works. So what do we do here? I've talked so much that I got confused on that one here. Can I do something here? There's a door we can't open, right? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? Unbelievable that I stuck here, but whatever.
The world had changed to my eyes.
Ah, we are.
I had not expected such cruelty from the light. For in the embrace of the sun I could find no comfort, only malice. This would change in time for the worse, along with other things.
So the rain is gone. Also, when I played this game back then, there was a German audio's dub. And the German voice I really liked about this.
Hunger and weakness are no bar to vengeance's call. I would find my slayers and send them back whence I came.
The German audio was very well done. I think the English is done well too, but in this case it doesn't matter to me which language I choose. Both are fine. Obviously I speak English, so I played in the English version. I don't even know if there's a German version, to be honest. But why should you care? So, you guys killed me. One of you killed me. I do not know who exactly, but one of you killed me. So he is now... what's the word again? Templing... Oh, he interrupted me. Ah, interesting.
What trickery is this?
What trickery is this? Trickery must be like a Witcher thing, huh? Oh, that would be great.
If we put you down once, we could do it again.
Yeah, Witcher versus Kain. That would be interesting. Yeah, the Kain series is huge. This stuff you're gonna get later. So there are also other titles. I never really got much into the 3D versions, although I like that a little bit, but I think... I do not know. I lost track of that. The top-down, this game here, I love. This is just so awesome.
Their sneering faces were forever etched upon my memory. I had crossed death for this moment. My mind was empty save for one thought. I would kill.
Yeah, so Kain is extremely upset. Understandable. So usually I drink those guys, but we could just kill them because we are full on health. I just, so that's fine to do that. I mean, we are vampire. That's what I would do. I would be a worse vampire. I would just, drink every person I see. Just drink every person.
There is no greater release than that from vengeance sated. With my assassins dead, my quest was over.
Ah, okay, I already killed the person. See, I even missed that. Maybe sometimes it's good to listen carefully. So we killed already the guy. Mana. It was a waste actually. We killed already the guy who killed us, so our revenge is done. And I think now Kain starts to realize that his gift, that he came back to life, actually is a curse, I believe.
It's not over, Kain. These fools were merely the instruments of your murder, not the cause. Look to their masters, look to the pillars, and gain way to the fortress of the mind.
Okay. Here we can...
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place. I would not be kind to the denizens that lurk here. They would taste my steel, and I their blood.
Oh yeah, okay. So... we can always reactivate that in case we missed...
This was where the bloody deed of my murder took place. I would not be kind to the denizens that lurk here. They would taste my steel, and I their blood.
Ah, okay, so the people who lived there, this was the place where my murderer lived or came from. So Kain would like to kill those guys, but we don't have to. We can still, as a player, decide what we want to do. But we are extremely upset, and we're gonna tell them... I'm very upset. Oh yeah, here, those guys. And also, I do not know what's going on with those women here. They have like one slab. but they're good. You can feed off them, and they will become ghosts later on, and we can feed. They will also die at some point, I believe. So when we not drink them, yeah. So I'm gonna show you this quickly. Leave me alone. So they always respawn, right? So now she's a ghost. He is still alive. And the ghost we can drink now, it's not poison. At first I thought it's poison, also when I replayed the game. After buying it on GOG, I just forgot. And then I figured out again, no, this is for mana, we can refill a mana. So this guy we would like to kill, but we cannot do it right now, we have to do it later. I don't want to spoiler in case, if there's a chance that somebody maybe doesn't know the game, I don't want to spoiler everything immediately. Doesn't have to be. So those leave alive for now at least. This guy looks a little bit weird, he looks like a pirate. Speaking of looking, I think Kain really looks like a badass. This is a badass pixel guy. Look at him. Yeah, grey hair. He looks like the Witcher, only that he is a vampire. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, what is here on the table? A big knife. Some tomatoes I can identify. Tomato soup maybe. Oh, tomato soup is nice actually. Not anymore for Kain. We're gonna display barrel from now on. Barrels. This one and that one. This one. Okie dokie. Yeah, I really didn't want to start a new Let's Play series because I right now have enough. I would like to finish them first. I was also thinking maybe to take a break from Let's Play in general for a while, maybe for a half year, just because, you know, I'm doing this for 3 years now and I do Blender stuff too. And so I just wanted to take it easy, but this game is just so great and it made me just do the overlay, which I'm gonna use for other games too if I make gameplay stuff. I'm not gonna start another Let's Play series, but maybe some gameplays here and there. And yeah, so that's the reason we're gonna play today. It's just such a great game. It's, I mean, awesome game. Awesome, awesome game. Awesome time. I remember it so well. You know, there is a cutscene later in the game. Just want to tell you this before we proceed. And I remember a friend of mine, Matthew, his name, back then said, Lucas, you know, I think his uncle said this. One day there will the PC graphics, the game graphics, he said, something like that, will be like 3D. There is an animation in this game where you see flying, or it's like a traveling animation in this game, and I was blown away when he said this. He said someday his uncle said, or something like that, or his father or whatever, that the games will have this kind of graphic in 3D, and I was thinking, what? Cannot wait for that. No, I play it like this again. It's also weird. Anyways, let's just see what...
The necromancer had offered me no warning as to what my resurrection would entail, and yet I must confess in my haste I had not sought one. Was his gift a curse? I would seek the pillars for an answer.
I will seek the pillars for an answer. The pillars! That's what it is, pillars. Pillars, die Säule, pillars. So, I got it. Thank you, game, for telling me that. Yep. I wonder how the sound is made when he's drinking of those. This sounds like, it looks like a German word, it sounds like a German word. Ziegstürl. No, okay, it doesn't sound like a, maybe like an old German word. Ziegsturf. I do not know. Whatever. Yeah. See? There is also, you can attack those guys vertical, I believe, so, you know, it's not just up and down, left and right, it's also, but it's harder to hit them. like this way, you know, but it's a little bit weird to get to this point. Oh, he's still alive. And those people are coming endlessly trying to kill us. I wouldn't do that. If there's a vampire around and killing like 20 people before me, I'm not gonna go there and think the 20 people before me couldn't do it. I do it, no. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give it to me. Like coffee in the morning. Yum yum yum. Ah, those guys. They're kind of difficult, but at the same time easily avoidable. Sometimes they don't even move at all. But in this case it does very well. Good job, but you're dying anyways. You are missing me. Yeah, I'm really happy to have this game now DRM free. That's great. And so you can make a let's play on this. You know, this was so sad because you couldn't even buy the game. Like there was no place to buy the game. I looked for it on Amazon obviously, and even if you would have somehow bought the game like legally, I mean there are illegal ways to still get that, sure. But I'm talking about there wasn't even you couldn't even buy the game. So until it was released on GOG, in order to actually play that. Maybe you could have get a copy, an old copy, but not sure if this would work on the modern PC systems. I doubt it very much. And so I was very happy to see this on GOG. Just a great game. And if I remember correctly, at the end of this game we have to choose. There are multiple endings. But I really, this is so far away, I do not remember that. I haven't played that far. I played until a certain point. I will mention that when we reach the point. I just don't want to spoil it too much. But how the end looks, hard to tell. Hard to tell. I do not remember it anymore. Yeah, come on. Here we go. I was thinking about taking a break from Let's Plays and focusing on Blender for a while because this is
of Nosgoth. Even in life, few sights have moved me such as this. I marvel that such beauty should grace our dying world.
Yeah, this is actually where my heart is right now, creating stuff on Blender. Anyway, jump on that. I mention this very often because
night dawns, and with it the vampire grows stronger.
I haven't decided yet, and then speaking about this, it's helping me to you know, make a decision on something. That's why. Okay, let's talk to her. You know what? Let me just pause here. I need a sip of coffee. So can we just do that? Yeah. Guys, sorry, misclicked. I don't want to end this game. Here we go. Okay, let's continue.
Nopraptor, your madness has shattered our dreams and blinded you.
Keep your distance, or I'll send you back to hell, spirit!
There is nothing left of me to fear, vampire. I'm only a shadow of my former self, Ari, the balance of the Circle of Nine. Even so, I can provide the answers you seek.
I seek only a cure.
There is no cure for death, only release. You must destroy the sorcery that is now poisoning Nosgoth. Only then will you realize peace. The Nine, the Protectors of Hope, were sworn to use their powers to preserve our world. Now these pillars have been corrupted by a traitor. My murder at the hands of this beast drove my love Napraptor mad. Now he spreads misery and pain among the Circle, crumbling the very foundation of Nosgoth. You must restore balance. You must right the pillars of Nosgoth.
I care not for the fate of this world.
Then for yourself, Kain. Beware the unspoken.
Napraptor, with his blind act of vengeance, threatened to destroy all of Nosgoth. Each Circle member was bonded to the pillar he served. The pillars reflected the mental state of their servants, and as the minds of the Circle degenerated and descended farther into dementia, the pillars crumbled. To restore them, each member of the Circle had to die, and the artifact that served as their link to the pillar had to be returned. Only when all the pillars were restored did Ariel claim my curse would end. And so, my hunt for Napraptor began.
Okay, so we have to restore the pillars, and for that we have to kind of kill some people. So that's basically what I got. You can describe it to me better if you want, so in order that I get it fully, because I do not think I got it completely. Anyway, this is what we just saw, the cutscene. This was basically I was speaking of a different cutscene, but you know, this 3D graphics from back then were extremely impressive to me, and I couldn't believe that someday the games would look like that. We could play role-playing games like that in this way. Maybe there was already like 3D back then, but you know, I had a PlayStation. That's about it. I also got the PlayStation. No, PlayStation I got pretty. Was it on time? I do not know, but the Sega Mega Drive very late, and then I got the PlayStation, and I was just blown away with those graphics back then. So that's what I remember. Okay, let's use this one. So I think I'm gonna make a break soon. If you know, you can write comments or don't. If I do not respond, chances are I'm just recording later on another session. Again, I'm not gonna wait for the comments. I wanna just play and relax. Now we're gonna get a new spell. I would like to activate this first.
These beacons serve as landmarks during my flights in bat form. Once I have committed their locations to memory, I can always return.
That's what I meant. This is actually a kind of an open world game, because you have like multiple spots like this one where you can just fly in your bat mobile as a bat, and then, you know, coming back to those places, you have a little bit of freedom of choices. You can come back to to areas where you can kill opponents easier, which is good because you need sometimes to refill your life, and that's well, a good tactic advantage. You can make use of that. Okay.
In bat form, I can travel great distances with ease. From my vantage in the heavens, no region of Nosgoth is forbidden to me.
Nosgoth. So, yeah, what I meant, you know, basically we could ignore them. We don't even have to kill those guys because they're gonna respond. They're gonna respawn anyways. But it's always, you know, at least one time we should do that. This is how the game is meant to be played. And back then I think I played like that. I'm not so sure what I was thinking about that because, you know, it's so long ago and memory is tricky. But I took it very seriously back then. So, we get a new spell. I forgot about this spell. Is it here? No. Gonna get a new spell. I will not tell you what. Come on, skeleton. No, don't run away. Don't run away. They actually run towards us too. I cannot kill skeletons. Yeah. Here we go. So You know, I'm not gonna spoil anybody, but if you can spoil and talk about everything you want, if you want to, don't, you know, I don't mind in this. This is not a blind playthrough. And people don't have to read comments, so feel free to tell me everything about this backstory. I'm not sure. I could imagine there is a book, a story to that game too. Maybe this is based on a book story. I could really imagine that because the story is just so great. I mean, the start is just so great. What do I know about the story? Why do I kill this person? I don't know. So I could imagine that it's based on a book story, like, you know, The Witcher, but I do not know. So I think here we get our light spell.
While it is true that natural light weakens a vampire, magical light can have many uses indeed.
So magic light we have now. So those abilities are abilities which gonna be gone by only one-time use, except if we have found 5 of those magic abilities, then we have it 5 times, but they are only basically just one-time use. How do I leave this window here? And those abilities are using our mana pool on the right side, you know. Can I show that actually? Oh, I can show this here. This is a mana pool, and it goes up later on to this position approximately. Right now we can only carry this amount of mana with us. You know, to refill that is just drinking the blood of ghosts or picking up those bubbles here. So let's activate that. Okay, we only need 1 bubble. I think it's sufficient. Let's just take everything. No, see, we overdid it actually. I couldn't really see it. I thought we have some... Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I cannot show you that. Weird. The mouse is gone. Anyway, I thought we can still fill up a little bit, but no, we wasted the magic bubble. Anyway, not a big deal. Again, we can kill a lot of ghosts. It will not be a problem at all. All those people, I'm leaving it for later. They are here because somebody... you know? I don't even know what they're saying. Help me, kind sir, right? To me it always sounds like, please help me, kinda. Right? But it's probably sir. Please help me, kinda. Will you? Just kinda. Not really, just a little bit. Anyway. So, wait. Also, sound is pretty cool. Yeah, that's what they are doing. So we got hurt. At first I thought, you know, when I started the game recently, the skeletons, they hit us. I thought, is this a bug? We did not lose any HP. So I was a little bit concerned at first if we would really lose HP, but we do. Look at that. We're getting hurt by that. I think by skeletons. Sometimes it just looks, because they don't do much damage, like we... like it was a bug or something. I was a little bit concerned about this, but it's fine. So give me that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So we are full on magics, kinda. Please help me, kinda. No. No, skeletons would just so low. Aua. Aua. Yeah.
Please help me, kind sir.
Okay, when I now listen carefully, it's really help me, kind sir. But still, to a foreigner, it might sound confusing. No, it does. It does. So here we have another riddle. Come on. No, no. I'm so bad in killing those guys today. I'm just gonna let them explode. Whatever. Later on the game, you know, becomes harder. So I played up to a point where I really started to, we have some, we need to be more careful. But the fact that we can always go back and refill us and we can go back into to the home position. I'm really doing a poor job today with the... Anyway. The fact that we can always refill in a certain way our health makes the game, well, not... Yeah, easier, but also okay. I mean, we are vampire. I want to feel mighty. I don't want to feel like I'm fragile. That's not, you know, that's not why I play a vampire. Vampire games. I do not know why there are so... There are not many vampire games. I mean, there's the vampire game, Vampire the Masquerade. I have never really played this game. I bought it on GOG. I started it a little bit. But I never really played much back then when it was popular. I completely missed out on this. Here's another... we have increased the mana pool. Yeah, but I like Vampire in general. Except the Vampire Diaries or whatever the fuck that is. Or, you know, the vampire who cannot go into the sun because his skin is shining. Oh, huge problem. Yeah, this is not, I'm not really taking this like, you know, but there was, I think, an HBO series, really crazy. What was the name of it? I don't remember. It was really crazy. That was good. That was actually good. For a few episodes, or not episode, what's the other word? Whatever. I try to remember the name, I cannot think of it. Anyway, let's go down. Leave me, what the? You have to die. You did not make space. That's impolite. I will not tolerate impolite people. Saving this stuff for later. Shall we refill a little bit? Let's refill a little bit. It looks actually like we could fill up more. Let's try this. No, we did it again. Ah, crap. It really looks like that. It really looks like that. It looks like there's still a little bit of space we can fill up more. Man, anyway. So... Yeah, I think some secrets we may find, but for sure not every secret. And you know what? This is actually a good time for taking a break here. This is a good first start part. We need to save here anyways. This is the one of those old games. You cannot really save whenever you wanna go, so you always have to reach those places. However, if I really have to go spontaneously someday in the middle of a let's play, I can always travel back to the starting point. There is a safe area too, so I'm gonna use my mouse again. The mouse seems to work if you're in the menu. So I'm gonna override this one here. Let's double check that. That looks good. Yeah, guys. I see us then in the next part. Maybe I'm gonna record later. Yeah, I think so. I really do think so. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, I'm gonna let the guy run again as an end cut. This is something I planned. I don't want to forget that. So I'm saying bye to you, and then you will see a running guy. Okay, bye bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen is the German goodbye. Okay, I'm just gonna playing it as a VLC.